Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Nonsense 911. I am Rich Shertenlieb, the weirdo who's obsessed with these frivolous 911 calls. I collect them, I present them to you for your entertainment. Last week, we had a great one. A lot of response on that one. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's roll with a brand new call, shall we? We got ourselves a good one from the New England area. Let me put on the old headset and let us take a listen.
Brookline Police.
Oh, hi. There is a very stupid child on the baseball diamond at Pierce Park.
Oh, these dispatchers are the best. Excuse me? Can you imagine being a full-grown adult, calling 911 and saying the words, "There is a very stupid child"? Describe the suspect, please. Well, he's a very stupid child. Great, we'll come armed with juice boxes and a math tutor. This is one of the worst starts to a call I've ever heard. I gotta hear this again. All right, let's hear this one more time. And I just love the reaction of the dispatcher.
Brookline Police.
Oh, hi. There is a very stupid child on the baseball diamond at Pierce Park. There's a child on the baseball diamond at Pierce Park kicking up huge clouds of dust. It's spreading all over the neighboring buildings and all over the park. Do you think you could send somebody over there and tell them to stop doing that?
So a kid's on the baseball field kicking dust?
Ma'am, is he armed? Worse, he's 12 and he has sneakers. You know, you hear all the time like boomers saying these kids need to get out more. They need to be outside, get away from their computers. And what happens? Like last week, they get called 911 because they're playing frisbee on a beach. Or a kid dares play one of the most wholesome sports, baseball, and kicks a little dirt. And all of a sudden, he's got the cops surrounding him with their guns drawn. Kids of America, I got your back. When they start giving you crap about not going outside enough, this is what's waiting for you.
It's spreading all over the neighboring buildings and all over the park. Do you think you could send somebody over there and tell them to stop doing that?
So a kid's on the baseball field kicking dust?
Yes.
And you want to send a policeman?
I mean, this is one of the more frivolous calls we've ever gotten. Next time she sees chalk drawings on the sidewalk, she's calling the FBI. This guy's like, "What's your emergency?" "There's a kid on a baseball field across the street from me kicking dirt. Ma'am, do you need police, fire, or a time machine to go back to when you had a soul? Or hobbies?"
A kid's on the baseball field kicking dust?
Yes.
And you want to send a policeman?
Creating huge clouds of dust. It's a health hazard.
Has anyone gone and asked the kid to stop?
I don't know. It's not my kid. And you know how people are when you speak to their kids.
Oh, first of all, did she just go into a fake British accent all of a sudden? Like all of a sudden she got super classy. "Well, I don't know." All of a sudden Mary Poppins is calling in.
And ask the kid to stop?
I don't know.
"I don't know. This child is so beneath me. I'm British."
Has anyone gone and asked the kid to stop?
I don't know. It's not my kid. And you know how people are when you speak to their kids.
You know how people are when you speak to their kids. Ma'am, you went straight past the parents and went right to the SWAT team. What? She basically said, "I don't want to bother the parents, so I'll upset the taxpayers instead." Next week she'll be calling the Pentagon because somebody skateboarded next to her Prius.
Has anyone gone and asked the kid to stop?
I don't know. It's not my kid. And you know how people are when you speak to their kids.
Miss, what playground is it?
Listen to how I can't tell if the dispatcher is laughing or if the dispatcher is so gobsmacked that he's catching his breath. That's a hell of a gap in speech there. That is a silence.
How people are when you speak to their kids.
Miss, what playground is he at?
Pierce.
How old is he about?
I don't know. 9?
Okay, sick the dogs on him. How old is he? 9. She literally called the cops on a boy being a boy. He's only 9. Great. We'll send an officer to read him a bedtime story and tuck him in. I kind of want to wrangle up all of the kids from that neighborhood and just pay them to all go into the field by themselves and kick up a shitstorm worth of dirt. Will she stop using 911 as her own personal concierge service?
I don't know.
Thank you, Madonna. Oh, man. What is it with adults calling 911 on kids just trying to be kids? Last week, we had a great one. If you don't remember, Here's a clip.
Cause quoted.
Oh, hi. There are about 15, 20 kids playing frisbee on the beach.
Okay.
Okay, I warned them. They said they were going to stop.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can send someone down to tell them to stop?
No.
Your responses were fantastic. The first one, from Walking the Dog, the fastest no in the history of people saying no. This dispatcher is the king. Brooke Bishop says, best dispatcher ever? I agree. The kid offering the ice pack to the woman was 100% being sarcastic. There's no question. That's great. She's like, but you offered me an ice pack. Yeah, he was effing with you. Motivational Mind says, I would love to run into this 911 dispatcher in a bar. Can you imagine the endless stories that they have? Not just this guy, all of them. And James Ellen says, when I dispatched, I had a lady call to tell me there were cars driving past her home and wanted me to make them stop driving on her road. Ma'am, you live on a public street and cars drive on them. And that is why I do this. To salute those 911 dispatchers out there who have to deal with this absolute nonsense and garbage. Cheers to you. And if you are a dispatcher or you are someone close to that field and you have a tip and you've got some audio that you want me to share with the world, you can do it right here. Email me at rich@heyrichhey.com. That's rich@heyrichhey.com, and I will get them on here. I'll keep your name anonymous if you want them to. But you deserve the recognition for having to deal with all of this craziness. We will see you next week at another edition of Nonsense 911. I'm Rich Shertenlieb. Goodbye.